What up, guys? Kevin here. Time for a brand new episode of IGN Sucks. It's a show where IGN sucks because we all know they suck. And now it's not just IGN today. The headlines I am seeing for PlayStation Portal, the the gymnastics I'm seeing for these journos bending over backwards and all through kind of hoops to protect PlayStation. Well, also, it's not that good. Has been, I'm just dumber. I am just a dumber person for it. It's not just IGN. There are a few others where I'm like, it's okay to say it sucks. I get your headline. You're trying to protect PlayStation. You're trying to get the next device or game. We'll get to that in a minute. But IGN being IGN, we got to do it. The PlayStation Portal is the best PlayStation 5 remote play solution available. Oh, I mean, if we're going to grade it that way, well, I mean, if we take all the ways to play remotely, yeah, this is the best. It's awesome. Are you kidding me? What does it say? For now, it's a great device that represents the best current solution for PlayStation remote play. Save for a few baffling caveats, I call this a must-own device for every PS5 owner who enjoys playing games on handheld or has to compete for the household TV. It's $200. $200. It's about to be Black Friday. I bet you can get a 60-inch TV for $200 if you need to play your PlayStation 5 and someone else has a TV. So, and they gave it an 8. Now, that ain't a perfect 10, but an 8 for a device that is so narrow in its audience that people buying this, I bet you there's a ton of people buying this thinking this is like the next Vita or PSP, like they can play games natively. I would love to see the shock. There's going to be a lot of shock where people go, wait, what? Oh, wait, I got to be connected to the internet? Oh, I got to have a PlayStation 5? Oh, I got to this thing boots up my PlayStation 5 and I play it that way? Oh, I can only play it in my house? The problem is, it's okay. I know it's Sony, I know it's PlayStation, but you can go ahead and just say this device is basically worthless. Treat it like it's an Xbox. Treat it like if this was the Xbox Portal. You know the Xbox Portal would not get an 8. It would not. A 6 at best. And I hear this thing has issues. I hear the screen's awful. Isn't the battery sucks? You can only play it you got to have a PS5 and you have to be on Wi-Fi. And they want $200. And I don't think you can play every game. I don't think every game's supported. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but wow. IGN, it's okay. I know why you're doing it. You know why they're doing it. It's like, all right, they don't got any games coming out. I mean, people are talking themselves into Wolverine coming out in 2024. You know what's funny about that Wolverine coming out in 2024? Let's just say there was a couple other actual AAA, like whatever Naughty Dog or Ben Studio or whatever was definitively going to come out next year. Wolverine 2024 wouldn't be brought up as coming out next year. But that's a separate video. I already made that video. But what else is coming out potentially next year? The PlayStation 5 Pro. They want to make sure they get the PS5 Pro. And we all know IGN. If you don't know by now, the person that runs it used to write for, or used to be editor-in-chief or whatever, for a PlayStation magazine. This device should never get an 8. Should never get an 8. The only person that should be excited is Zubitech, because whatever PlayStation does, Zubitech is all over it. It got an 8. Oh, man. Especially in a day and age now where OLED, this doesn't have an OLED screen. Like, you need, your handheld device needs to have an OLED screen to even hit an 8. Do people understand what a LCD screen looks like compared to an OLED? That aside, and I get it. They have to keep it at 200. Wow. PlayStation Portal is the best PlayStation 5 remote play solution available. Our review. And hey, that could actually be a factual statement. You know what? But what else is out there? Turds. Just turds. The backbone device that you play on your phone is the best we got, but you're still playing games through remotely through Steam. Stream, not Steam. Streaming the game. But that you can use your phone network. Like, you can use your phone network. You have your phone. This just has Wi-Fi. You're going to go, what, park? Yeah, you can play it on the go. Sure. You're going to go to like the McDonald's? You're going to go to your local McDonald's and play in a parking lot? You're going to be one of those weirdos? All right. What else? What other tweet? My man Blunty, LOL rarely has a review sample shown so clearly which outlets are scared of Sony's infamous habit of blacklisting outlets who don't toe the corporate line than the PlayStation Portal. Disparity between knob-gobbingly positive versus this is kind of dumb and bad coverage is so stark. And it was today. And again, IGN wasn't the only one. There's a few others where I'm like, wow, highlight the positives. Okay, let's just highlight the positives. And again, I'm fine with this type of coverage if it was fair across the board. It is not. Xbox tax was trending today because it's an actual thing. Because Hi-Fi Rush, man, what did I see? Hi-Fi Rush, like everyone who has this same amount or higher amount of nominees as Hi-Fi Rush has been nominated for Game of the Year, and Hi-Fi Rush wasn't. Like, Xbox tax is a real thing. I ain't gonna make a video on that. I'll just mention it during those videos, but it also works in opposite. This is a PlayStation surplus. We're gonna be super nice to PlayStation because they don't want to get blacklisted. And these outlets rely on that day one, that day -3 or whatever coverage, because if not, they go out of business. And then this one, Peter Ovo. In what world does the PlayStation Portal have the same review score as the Asus ROG Ally? Sometimes IGN make me think that they're just PlayStation shill media. That's because they are. Asus ROG Ally. I just bought one of these. This device is spectacular. And I can play all my games on the go. I have a larger library of games, access of games, than the PlayStation Portal. It even has more access of your games than the Steam Deck. It's because it's just Windows and not Steam UI. This got the same score as a very narrow audience device that sucks. The battery sucks. The screen sucks. And you can't play all your PlayStation games on it. And it only works on Wi-Fi. It doesn't have Bluetooth. Same score as the Asus ROG Ally, which has a better screen. The Asus ROG Ally screen is terrific. IGN is a joke. An absolute joke. They suck. I would say people are catching on, but a lot of people like PlayStation. It's the default gaming brand. Nintendo is like the default gaming brand for parents and kids. Everyone else, it's PlayStation. But I am somebody that roots for Xbox, wants Xbox to do good. They are. Just don't ever expect to have gaming media behind their back. I could see it at some point where, Xbox is doing so good. They're going to be doing good financially. They already are. To the point where they can say, screw IGN, screw these media outlets. We don't need to give them copies or review copies or anything. They need to start playing fair. They don't need to play nice. They need to play fair. They're not playing fair. The same as an Asus ROG Ally, which Xbox considers an Xbox device. Now, my only issue with that is you can only play Game Pass games, but you can still play the Game Pass games natively on the go anywhere. You could be out in the middle of the desert, no internet, no Starlink in sight, and you can still play your games because you download the games to the Asus ROG Ally. All right, well, I got to go. That's been another episode of IGN Sucks. I'll talk to you later. Later.